Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a man named Mark. Mark was an exceptionally talented painter, blessed with nimble fingers that danced across the canvas, creating masterpieces with every stroke of his brush. His art was his life, his passion, and he poured his heart and soul into every painting. Mark's world was complete with his loving wife, Jen, whose laughter was like the tinkling of bells, and their young son, Anton, whose eyes sparkled with innocence and wonder. Life wasn't always easy for Mark. Despite his extraordinary talent, money was tight, and the weight of providing for his family often pressed heavily on his shoulders. But through it all, Mark never faltered. Every morning he would wake up before the sun, his heart brimming with determination. He would then head to his modest studio, a small, quaint space filled with the comforting aroma of oil paints and turpentine. It was here that Mark spent countless hours, oblivious to the passage of time, completely absorbed in his art. The walls of his studio were adorned with his paintings, each one a unique expression of his emotions and dreams for his family. Some depicted the serene beauty of the lake, its waters mirroring the boundless love in his heart for his wife and son. Others showcased the vibrant colors of the flower fields where little Anton loved to run barefoot, his laughter echoing in the gentle breeze. Mark believed that his paintings were more than just art. They were messages, whispers of his soul carrying his hopes and dreams to the world. He dreamed of a day when his paintings would not only adorn the walls of galleries, but also the homes of people who appreciated his art. This dream fueled his creativity, pushing him to capture every fleeting moment, every emotion, every glimmer of joy in his life on the canvas. One day, as Mark sat in his studio surrounded by his art, a deep sadness washed over him. The rejections from galleries and the harsh critiques of art connoisseurs echoed in his ears, making him question his talent and worth. Doubt crept into his mind, whispering insidious suggestions that perhaps he wasn't good enough, that his dreams were nothing but wishful thinking. The weight of these doubts pressed down on him like a heavy cloak, threatening to suffocate his spirit. At that moment, Mark felt like giving up. The thought of facing another rejection, enduring another scornful glance, was too much to bear. He longed to quit, to abandon his paintings and his dreams, to escape the pain that came with every stroke of his brush. As despair threatened to consume him, Mark closed his eyes, trying to find solace in the silence. It was then that he heard the sound that brought him back to life, the soft tinkling of laughter. He opened his eyes, and there in the doorway stood his wife, Jen, and son, Anton, their faces filled with love and admiration. "Daddy, why do you paint?" little Anton asked, his innocent curiosity piercing through Mark's sadness. Mark looked at his wife and son, their faces aglow with love and pride, and his heart melted. In that moment, he realized that he didn't paint for the galleries, the critics, or the fame. He painted for them, for the love that had brought him to life, for the hope that kept him going, and for the dreams that he dared to hold on to. With renewed determination, Mark picked up his brush, his hands steady and sure. The colors seemed brighter, the canvas more inviting, and the whispers of doubt faded into the background. As the years passed, Mark continued to paint, pouring his heart and soul into every masterpiece. His dedication and passion did not go unnoticed. A small exhibition of his work caught the eye of some art collectors who were captivated by the raw emotion and honesty in his paintings. Slowly but surely, Mark's art began to gain recognition. People from all over came to his little town to buy his paintings, drawn to the way he captured the essence of life in his art. With each painting sold, Mark felt a sense of relief and joy, knowing that he was bringing more comfort and happiness to Jen and Anton. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the town, Mark stood in front of his latest painting. It was a portrait of Jen, her eyes sparkling with love, her smile as radiant as the sun. As he looked at his painting, a surge of gratitude filled him. The years of struggle, the sacrifices, the doubts and the rejections, They had all been worth it. This painting, this moment was his success, his triumph. And yet, amidst his joy, Mark remained grounded. He knew that success was not the end, but a new beginning. He had come a long way, but he wasn't done yet. There were more paintings to make, more stories to tell, and more lives to touch with his art. Looking at Jen and Anton, their faces filled with pride and admiration, Mark felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had not only made a name for himself in the art world, but had also created a life filled with love, happiness, and pride for his family. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, Mark stood in his now spacious studio, surrounded by his beloved family and his art. He knew that his journey was far from over. There were still many challenges ahead, but with each step he took, he carried with him the love of his family and the belief in his dreams. And in their eyes, he saw not only admiration for his art, but also the reflection of his own journey, a journey marked by struggle, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of one's passion. Mark's story was a testament to the power of dreams, the strength of family bonds, and the magic that happens when one follows their passion with an honest heart. So my dear listeners, remember that no matter what obstacles you face in life, never give up on your dreams. Let the love of your family guide you, and the honesty of your heart pave your path to success. Who knows? You might just find yourself standing in the glow of your own triumph, sharing it with those who matter the most, your family. Thank you for listening to my story today. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to me and helps me create more wonderful content for you. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep following your passions, and above all, keep believing in the magic of life. And remember, every brushstroke, every moment, every dream is a masterpiece in the making.